Deep within the heart of South America, a vast emerald sea stretches towards the horizon. This is the Amazon, the world's largest tropical rainforest. It is a world teeming with life, a vibrant mosaic of biodiversity. From the air we see its immense scale. Mighty rivers, like silver serpents carved through the canopy. They are the arteries of this forest, carrying life-giving water to species of plants and animals. The sounds of the jungle rise to meet us. Calls of hidden birds, the hum of insects, the distant roar of a howler monkey, a symphony played for millennia, a constant, ancient rhythm. This wilderness is more than trees and creatures. It is a living, breathing entity. For thousands of years it has been a home, a sanctuary, for people who know its secrets. These are Brazil's indigenous tribes, the original inhabitants. They live in harmony with the forest, their cultures woven into its fabric. Their lives testify to a different way of being, one that respects nature's delicate balance. Their traditions, their languages, their spiritual beliefs, all tied to the rivers, the soil, the sky. They are not merely living in the wild, they are protectors, gardeners, guardians. Their stewardship has shaped and preserved the biodiversity the world now calls a global treasure. To understand the Amazon, we must first know its people. Their existence reminds us humanity and nature can coexist in respect and dependence. In this journey we will explore these guardians' lives. We will witness resilience, deep cultural richness, profound connection to the land. This is not just the past. It is a living narrative about survival, identity, and the vital need to protect the last great wildernesses and the cultures they cradle. Our journey begins deep in the northern Amazon, near the border between Brazil and Venezuela. Here, nestled beneath a near-impenetrable canopy of green, live the Yanomami. Their name means human beings. They are one of the largest relatively isolated tribes in South America. Their territory is a vast expanse of rainforest, mountains, a land they know with an intimacy that is almost impossible for outsiders to comprehend. Every plant, every animal, every whispering sound of the jungle holds a specific meaning and purpose within their intricate cosmology. The Yanomami's relationship with the forest is profoundly spiritual. They believe that the natural world is home to a complex universe of spirits, or Zapiri. Shamans, the spiritual leaders of the community, have the ability to contact these Zapiri. Through the use of hallucinogenic snuff called yakuana, they enter a trance state, allowing their souls to travel to the spirit world. In these journeys they learn to heal the sick, to control the weather, and to defend their people from the malevolent forces that can cause illness and discord. The heart of a Yanomami community is the Yano, a large circular communal house that is both a physical dwelling and a symbol of their social universe. These magnificent structures can house up to several hundred people. The central plaza, open to the sky, is the focal point of community life. Daily life is a rhythm of cooperation and shared responsibilities. The men are primarily hunters. The women are the gardeners. When miners invade their territory or loggers invade their territory, they are not just trespassing on land. They are desecrating a holy place. The 1980s saw a gold rush that brought tens of thousands of illegal miners onto their land, leading to violent conflicts and further devastation from new illnesses and mercury poisoning in their rivers. The Yanomami's story is one of incredible resilience. They are blending their ancestral knowledge with modern technology in a powerful fight to secure a future for their children. Our journey now takes us southeast, to the basin of the Xingu River, a major tributary of the Amazon. This is the home of the Kayapó, renowned for their fierce warrior traditions and their extraordinary mastery of public ceremony. Their villages are typically built in a circular pattern, like a wheel, with a men's house situated in the center. This central building is the political and ceremonial hub. The Kayapó are masters of self-adornment. Body painting is a sophisticated art form and a visual language. Their headdresses are equally spectacular, crafted from the brilliant feathers of macaws and other birds. These designs are not merely decorative, they are believed to provide strength and protection. For the Kayapó, public rituals are the lifeblood of their culture. These elaborate ceremonies can last for days or even weeks, involving chanting, dancing, and feasting. They mark important life events, such as the naming of a child, or the initiation of young men into adulthood. These gatherings serve to reinforce social bonds and reaffirm their collective identity. In recent decades, the the Kayapó have become internationally famous for their political resistance. Faced with the threat of massive hydroelectric dams, illegal logging, and mining on their lands, they have organized powerful protests. Their leaders have skillfully used media attention to their advantage, turning their vibrant, cultural imagery into a potent symbol of indigenous resistance. The Kayapó have shown the world that being a warrior in the 21st century means fighting not just with weapons, but with political savvy, cultural pride, and an unyielding voice for justice. Our compass now turns south, away from the dense heart of the Amazon, towards the more fragmented forests and savannas of southern Brazil, Paraguay, and Argentina. This is the ancestral homeland of the Guaraní, one of Brazil's most numerous and widespread indigenous peoples. Their history is one of constant movement, adaptation, and spiritual searching. Central to the Guaraní worldview is the mythical quest for Ivimarne, the land without evil. A paradise on earth where the soul can find peace, abundance, and immortality. This belief has historically driven their migrations, as spiritual leaders would guide their communities on long journeys in search of this sacred place. However, the modern world has been brutal to the Guaraní. For generations, their lands have been systematically stolen to make way for cattle ranches, soy plantations, and sugarcane fields. Many Guaraní communities have been pushed onto tiny, overcrowded reserves, often on barren land by the side of major highways. This dispossession has led to devastating consequences, including malnutrition, widespread disease, and a deep sense of despair. Even with all the really tough times they go through, the Guaraní people never give up. The main reason they stay strong is because of their amazing stories and their powerful ways of worship. Their prayers and special songs, called Mborahe, are super important to their community. This daily gathering makes their community stronger and reminds them of their connection to their ancestors and their gods. The Guaraní are fighting back. All over Brazil, communities are getting together to take back their old lands. For them, fighting for land isn't just about money or politics, it's a spiritual need, a fight for their very soul. Our journey takes us back north, into the eastern Amazonian state of Maranhão. Here, in the last remaining fragments of a once vast rainforest, live the Awa. Often described as the world's most endangered tribe, the Awa are facing the very real threat of extinction. Their population is tiny, numbering only a few hundred individuals. They have an almost symbiotic relationship with the animals around them. Many Awa families keep wild pets like monkeys, which they raise with great affection, treating them as part of the family. A massive development project cut through their territory with a railway line. This project opened up their ancestral homeland to a flood of illegal loggers, cattle ranchers, and settlers. For the uncontacted Awa, the sound of a chainsaw is a terrifying harbinger of death. The little pockets of forest where the uncontacted Awa still hide are islands in a sea of deforestation. Their plight represents a genocide in slow motion. In recent years, there has been a glimmer of hope. A global campaign brought the Awa's desperate situation to the world's attention. In a landmark operation, hundreds of soldiers and government agents were sent into Awa territory to evict the illegal loggers and ranchers. This was a major victory. However, the threat has not disappeared. Protecting the Awa is not just about saving a small tribe. It is about defending the principle that all peoples have the right to exist, to live on their own lands, and to choose their own way of life. Our journey now leads us to the state of Mato Grosso. Here we find the Bororo people, a community with one of the most complex and fascinating social structures in the Amazonian world. Their traditional villages are meticulously laid out in a circular plan. The circle of huts surrounding it is divided into two distinct halves, representing two moieties, or social divisions, the Exarray and the Tugarage. An individual's place within the village circle is determined at birth. Each person belongs to their mother's moiety and clan. A Bororo must always marry someone from the opposite moiety. The most important expressions of Bororo culture are their elaborate ceremonies, particularly their intricate funeral rites. The goal: ensure the soul's safe passage to the spirit world and restore social balance after a loss. The Bororo are renowned for their magnificent featherwork. These are not mere decoration. Each piece carries specific ceremonial meaning. Daily life follows the principle of balance. Food and services are exchanged between the village halves, creating mutual dependence so the whole community benefits. Yet, the Bororo have shown remarkable resilience. By reaffirming identity, the Bororo ensure their world, the world of the circle, will thrive for generations. Our compass now directs us to the Atlantic coast, to the lands of the Tupinambá. Theirs is a powerful legacy that lies at the very heart of Brazilian national identity. When the Portuguese first arrived, it was the Tupi-speaking peoples who controlled the coastline. For centuries, the Tupinambá were believed to be extinct, assimilated or erased by colonization. However, in recent decades, something remarkable has begun to happen. All along the coast, communities have started to reclaim their Tupinambá identity. This is a powerful movement of cultural rebirth. Deep within the most remote corners of the Brazilian Amazon, there are people who have no peaceful contact with mainstream society. These are the uncontacted tribes. It is estimated that Brazil is home to more than 100 such groups. They are not relics of a distant past, but contemporary societies, choosing to avoid the outside world. We know of them through indirect methods. Abandoned camps are found, and high-resolution satellite imagery can reveal small clearings. These glimpses offer a faint window into lives that remain a mystery. In response to the devastating history of first contacts, Brazil has adopted a pioneering policy to not make contact with these isolated groups. Their land must be protected. FUNAI operates protection posts on the edges of these territories. The team's job is not to find the tribes, but to patrol borders and keep outsiders out. However, this policy is under constant threat. Political pressure from powerful agribusiness and mining lobbies seeks to weaken protections. It is a fragile shield. If it fails, the last uncontacted peoples on Earth could be wiped out forever. Our journey through the diverse landscapes of Brazil brought us face to face with a remarkable tapestry of human existence. From the Yanomami's deep spirituality to the Kayapó's fierce resistance. Each tribe, a unique thread in this vibrant tapestry. They are the land's most knowledgeable guardians. That worldview has been a primary force preserving the Amazon's immense biodiversity. They are the guardians of the world's largest rainforest. They are the protectors of its rivers. They are the keepers of ancient ecological wisdom the world desperately needs. Yet these guardians are under siege. Their struggle is a frontline battle against destructive modern tendencies. But this is also a story of resilience and victory. The future of Brazil's indigenous peoples, and the priceless ecosystems they protect, now rests at a critical juncture. Their fate is inextricably linked to the future of our entire planet. The most fundamental step is to respect and enforce their land rights. As consumers in a globally connected world, the choices we make every day can either fuel the destruction or support the resistance. The guardians of this ancient forest have shown us a different way of seeing the world. They are not asking for our charity, they are demanding their rights. The horizon we see is a shared one, and its future will be determined by the choices we make today.